Hi everybody, welcome to my channel Living in the Red Dot. This is May from Singapore. Today I'd like to take the opportunity to greet everybody a Happy New Year. I hope everyone had a happy holidays and keeping safe with all the social distancing and safety measures that we need to take to control this COVID virus. I also want to take this opportunity to thank those who have subscribed to my channel, and for those who have dropped in and viewed some of my vlogs. I hope they've been helpful for you. So today I decided to pick out about 4 of the first perfumes that I have bought. So this is way back in 2005 2006 time frame, back when I've been working full-time for a few years. I had perfumes, but they were mostly gifts. So the 4 that I'm going to talk about today are ones that I actually bought for myself. So I had certain frame of mind when I went to the store and try and look for the scents that I wanted. I will be featuring Amazing Grace by Philosphy, and I also have Chanel No. 5 Elixir Sensuel, and I have Angel by Thierry Mugler, and Lolita Lempicka by Lolita Lempicka. So if this is something you're interested in, please stay tuned. Okay, so like I mentioned, we're going to be going back in time. This will be around 2005, 2006, back when I was working for Ipsos ASI as a market researcher in Yonge and Bloor area, Toronto, so it's near Yorkville. Yeah, for some reason, around the time I thought about getting a perfume, one perfume in particular. I think Sephora in Canada has been opened for a couple of years then. Like I think they opened in 2003. I wasn't much of a makeup perfume type of person back then, so I didn't really go to Sephora that much, but I mean, almost every teenager, 20-year-old young ladies go to Sephora and just browse around. So I decided I wanted to get something from there, and I would get a perfume. So I was specifically looking for it's the brand Clean. I was looking for Fresh Laundry. I think it was released in 2005, so it was quite new, and for some reason it was hyped up around that time, so I was very curious, and I thought, yeah, that's kind of like something I wanted. I wanted something fresh and easy to wear in the office, inoffensive, and who doesn't like the smell of fresh laundry? Of course, you can always use downy dryer sheets for that. But anyway, so that was my thought at that time. So I tried it out, and I actually didn't like it. I did think it was kind of like just like clean laundry, and the price, I thought the price was quite expensive for what I would be getting. So I looked around, and I kind of fell in love with Amazing Grace EDT by Philosphy. They have it's a skincare line, so they have lotions as well, and creams, shower gels. So I didn't get any of the gift sets, but I did get the EDT, which I loved, and I'll post the notes right here. And basically it's a very pretty musky scent, very inoffensive. kind of like fresh out of the shower, very feminine, almost kind of like innocent type of scent. It has some florals, citrus, but in the end, I think mostly what you will smell is the musk. It doesn't last that long, maybe about 2 hours, 3 hours. But I didn't know much about perfumes back then, and up to now, I'm still learning about perfumes. So I decided to get the bottle. It's this one. I don't use this anymore, but I kind of kept it for sentimental reasons. I think I stopped using it just maybe like 3 years ago, 3, 4 years ago, because they had the 20th anniversary of Amazing Grace, and they released this multi-purpose body oil, which can be used for hair and body. And what I did was I layered the two together, and the scent would last a bit longer, especially in this like humid weather. Not that much longer, but then again, you know, I like the moisturizing factor of the body oil, and when I put it on my hair, it also makes my hair smell good. But I have not bought this again after I finished it, mainly because I think I have other perfumes now, and I tend to go for gourmand scents. And if you've seen my other vlogs, you'll see I talk a lot about gourmand fragrances. So that was the first ever perfume that I bought for myself. The next one that I bought it because basically I wanted to feel fancy. I thought, you know, I'm working, I have money, well, some money, didn't have any back when I was a student. So I thought I would treat myself with something fancy, nice, and classic. I thought about Chanel number 5. It's a classic, right? Everybody talks about it. It's famous, so why not? I didn't know much about perfumes back then. So I marched into Holt Renfrew, which is a luxury boutique department store in Canada. And I don't usually go there because it's quite intimidating. I think only the rich people go there to buy the designer stuff. But anyway, so I marched in there, and I asked to smell Chanel number 5. And I did. I had a tester card, and I just thought it was so strong. I didn't really know what to expect. I suppose it was quite floral, but all I remember was it was strong and not really my kind of thing. So after that, I kind of like, okay, well, Chanel seems to be out of the question. What should I get? I still want something fancy. Then I saw that they have so that was like Chanel Eau de Parfum. I saw that they had something called Chanel number 5 Elixir Sensuel. So I asked them if I could have a look at that and try it out. And actually, I liked it much better than Chanel number 5. Now, it has been discontinued. It's this one. When I bought this, it was actually a pretty light pink perfume, the liquid. And it's not a spray, it's more like a gel type. So you use this like little like silicone thing at the bottom of the cap as a dabber, and you dab it on, you know, your pulse points. So I put it on my wrist, behind my ears, here on my neck, sometimes my here on the crook of my elbow. And the scent is much softer than Chanel number 5 Eau de Parfum. That version back then, it was quite sharp. This one is powdery and more. There's like tenderness in it. So, and the price wasn't bad. It was much cheaper than the other parfum. So I quite like this one. It does have iris, hence the powderiness. And I think the closest to this scent right now that you can find is probably the Eau Premiere. They're still not the same, so this is kind of like in between the Eau Premiere and the Eau de Parfum. And this one was released 2004. I don't know when it was discontinued, but I think I still see some in eBay. So this is the second perfume that I bought. But as you can see, I still didn't really use it that much, despite me loving it more than the Chanel No. 5. I'll probably talk about Chanel No. 5 in a different blog. Although I like it, I don't seem to reach out much for the Chanel No. 5s in my collection. But yeah, so that's for another vlog. I think back then I didn't really use it that much because I wanted to save it for special occasions, which I didn't really have much of special occasions to wear it to. I was pretty boring, and I didn't want to wear it to the office because I thought it's so expensive. I don't want to waste it by wearing it every day at the office. So that's that. So after a while, I think I was passing by Shoppers Drug Mart, and I saw some perfumes were on sale, gift sets, and I decided to blind buy a gift set. Don't know what I was thinking. I think it was on sale and it was a good price, and the bottle looked really cute, and it is Lolita Lempicka. So this is the original formula. I think this bottle is a 2006 bottle when I checked the batch code, and it came with some miniatures which are so cute. This one, tiny one, and I also got L de Lolita Lempicka. This one. See, they're so cute. Don't know much about the designer. I do know her designs. It became quite famous in Japan. She has stores in Japan. So this scent, when I tried it at home, I don't know anything about what a gourmand scent is, but now that I do, this is a gourmand scent. So it's yummy, it's sweet, it's like licorice. There is star anise in there. It's licorice, so like licorice candy, and it's very sweet. There's some spice, and then for sure at the base, it's got like vanilla. What else? Vanilla, praline, tonka bean, which are the usual suspects in gourmand perfumes that I have. So this was unexpected. I really liked it, and back then I thought it was quite strong. It would last about like 4 hours. I thought that was strong back then, and I thought it projected well and has decent sillage. But now that I try it here in Singapore, I don't think it's a hot weather scent. I think it works better for cold weather, because it doesn't seem to last that long in my skin. I guess it just evaporates really quickly. It's still sweet, it's still good, but I think it would work much better in cold weather countries. It has violets, which is what makes it sweet. Well, part of what makes it sweet, because it's already sweet. And like I said, it has licorice as well. So, but not like back then. I kind of liked the Twizzler, which is like licorice flavored candy. I don't think it's anything like that. That candy actually is quite plasticky. I don't know why I liked it. So I don't think it's similar to this perfume. I don't think this is plasticky. At the end of the day, when this dries down, it's pretty much like a vanilla, a nice vanilla scent. And then I'll talk briefly about this. Now, this has been discontinued. It's released back in 2006, El de Lolita Lempicka. And it's different. It's very different from the original Lolita Lempicka. But it has a lot of fans. And what I get from this when I first spritz it is I get a lot of citrus that turns into creamy citrus, and then it develops to something a bit spicy and sweet for sure, and then a little bit woody. So it kind of reminded me of something, but I couldn't quite figure out what it is. So I was looking through my collection, and then I realized it reminded me of Dior Addict Eau Fraiche. I believe the 2004 discontinued version. So it's basically like the Dior Addict EDP 2014, but lighter and a little bit more citrusy. So I checked the notes, and this one actually has cinnamon in it. So I think it's a little bit like Kenso Jungle with the spiciness, but nothing as strong as that. It's more closer to a lighter Dior Addict. So if you like Dior Addict or the Parfum 2014 formulation, but you find it a little too heavy, and you might just happen to find this El de Lolita Lempicka being sold for a cheap price, it's worth a try. I don't think it's that expensive. Lolita Lempicka in general, despite being designer fragrance, I don't think it'll break your wallet. So that's that. I think that's my first gourmand perfume. And then some of my coworkers at the office were talking about this fantastic perfume scent called Angel by Thierry Mugler. Don't know anything about it, but I overheard them raving about it. So I went to the Bay, Hudson's Bay in Scarborough, and I looked for it, and I asked them if I could try it. So I tried it, the formulation back then in 2005, 2006, a formulation of Angel EDP, and I don't remember what it smelled like, but I think I was just kind of like, what is that? Like, I've never smelled anything like that before. I've never smelled patchouli before. It was just so strong, and it was like in your face, and I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. I stayed away from it. I thought people were crazy for raving about it. But they had a gift set back then, and they had a hair mist. The Celestial hair mist, with like a small sample vial of the Eau de Parfum, and this Angel hand cream. I tried out the hair mist, and I really liked the hair mist. It was much lighter. It didn't have the strong patchouli or strong chocolatey note, but it was really nice, and it was strong. It might as well be like perfume. That's why I was quite happy holding on to that one for a while, because I only need one spritz like on my hair or at the nape of my neck, and it'll last for hours. And again, price was really good since it was just a hair mist. It was still expensive for a hair mist, mind you, but I used it as a perfume. I don't have the spray bottle now because I actually finished it after years, and you know, I haven't tried the latest formulation of the hair mist, but most perfumes by Thierry Mugler is quite strong anyway, so I think it would probably still have the same strength and potency. So those are the 4 perfumes or 3 perfumes and a hair mist that I bought for myself back in the years 2005, 2006. After that, I sporadically bought some perfumes, but not much really. I bought L'air de Temps by Nina Ricci, and I bought, what's the other one? My signature scent back then was W by Banana Republic, because it was inoffensive and it smelled pretty. Oh, and another reason I didn't really buy much perfume, especially strong perfume, is that shortly after I bought these 4 perfumes, there was an HR note sent to us by, HR manager in our office, and we were told that, strong scents will no longer be allowed to be worn in the office, whether it be perfumes, lotions, or hand creams, because there are people who are sensitive to fragrances, allergies, or just, give them a headache. Even strong smelling foods were not allowed. So I think that kind of killed my buying mode at that time, and I stuck to some inoffensive perfumes like W by Banana Republic, which was a pretty good price and pretty good scent in itself. So that's it. That's me going down through memory lane, and I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I didn't bore you to death, but yeah, so if you are interested in some of these scents, some have been discontinued, but some still exist. Amazing Grace still exists, and they do have a new one. I think Amazing Grace Rose or Amazing Grace Ballet. And then Lolita Lempicka was recently released again with the original formula. I don't know how true it is to the original. And Chanel number 5. Chanel number 5 is pretty good at staying true to what it smells like. It's really a matter of, whether you like it to be stronger, softer, or more powdery, like certain aspects that they highlight or downplay. And Angel Mugler is still around. So if you're interested in trying those, just drop by to any department store and I'm sure you'll be able to smell it. So that's it for me. Thank you so much. I hope to see you next time. If you like this video, please press like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next vlog.